Robot arms. Humans created this engineering marvel in order to do work that a weak, flabby, and hourly wage requiring arms could not do. The application of robot arms are endless, ranging from a few servos on brackets used for educational purposes to expensive ass CNC automation incarnations used to construct more robot arms until we live in a robot arm theocracy praising our Lord and Savior Servo Prime. I'll stick to something closer to the latter, since I don't have the know-how nor the bank account in order to construct a $50,000 robot arm. This cheap arm with control software is like $500, but all it needs is a few brackets, some servos, and a script to control said servos, all of which I could construct myself. The brackets are the most affordable part of the arm. However, I'm committed to making every single component that I have the ability to make. I don't have a CNC machine, so I'm gonna have to do all the metalworking by hand. Meanwhile, for the code, it's just gonna be a bunch of math. None of you really care about that. It's text on screen for most of y'all. I could have stolen it and none of you would have been the wiser. Allegedly stolen it. The base of the arm is a desk clamp, a bearing, and electronics, all connected by some 3D printed parts. Plastic isn't strong enough to handle the future forces of the arm, so a skeleton of steel is embedded within it to hopefully provide stability. Unfortunately, that stability only starts there as the bearing below it wobbles. Then there's a shoulder joint, tube, elbow joint, and another tube to form the handless arm. Each servo has a range of values that it could be at. However, those positions exist in servo space and need to be translated into a 3D space. Discounting the yaw servo, I could do some quick maths and decipher roughly every single position where the wrist can be in a 2D slice of coordinates. Then preventing the arm from going too far back or through my desk binds the arm to 6,000 slice coordinates. Crossing that 2D slice of servo values with the range of the yaw servo results in 1.3 million unique positions where the base of the wrist can be before accounting for the hand. Wow. Hooking up a keyboard to the robot arm is easy enough. However, I then would have to use 6 keys in order to control the robot arm, when my feeble monkey brain already struggles with anything above 3.
You are horrible.
That's where this motion controller comes in. I could use it in order to track my hand, reading it into the code, and then translate that into robot arm movement. It's surprisingly easy to use, as I could just extract my hand's location with their API and then translate it into my coordinate system to move the arm. I added the wrist joint next, which started causing the servo controller to overcurrent and certain servos to overheat. Those failures were not the source of all my problems. They're merely symptoms of a greater issue. Torque. Heavy thing close, same as light thing far. Albert Einstein. What? Even though the arm isn't all that heavy, its center of mass could get quite a bit away from the servo. Because of this, the servo reaches a stalling point where it maximizes its current draw and doesn't move without external help. The arm structure kept gradually breaking down due to the lack of thoughtfulness I put into my implementation. I torqued the shoulder servo horn and fried more servos, which forced me to disassemble the whole joint just to replace each component every time I messed up. In an effort to amend my relations with the torque gods, I offered up half the forearm tube to move the center of mass closer to the joint. Then in an act of brilliance, I created a virtual arm to test with to prevent further software-induced damage. Regardless of all of that, the integration problem remained. So I went down the rabbit hole of disassembling the arm, assessing the issue, implementing a solution, reassembling the arm, regenerating the coordinate space, testing the bounds, and causing another problem over and over again.
Do I have to disassemble this and reassemble it again? Suffering!
Until at some point I implemented enough software and hardware protections that even my shit code or my crackpot wiring could not break. My hand's orientation can be broken down to its roll and its pitch, and each be assigned their own servo. Finally, I could control the claw servo with my fingers to tangibly pick items up. However, that ended up being easier said than done. The whole point of this arm is in order to be able to grab tools and apply them to whatever activity it is partaking in. It is completely possible to do, however, it's a lot more difficult than expected. This is tiring, I need to stand up. Oh! Almost had it. It's a miracle. I have a marker. That took way too much effort. Okay, we're gonna stay back here. It's dangerous over there. Look, marker. Oh, it crashed. DALL-E 2, Midjourney, Night Cafe. AI art is becoming harder and harder to differentiate from human-drawn art. There was even a case where someone won an art contest using an AI-generated image. Before the AI gods replace all of our occupations, I have a proposition to replace those devious image generators with my own generator that uses the arm. Now, I'm too lazy to create the program to actually do that. Even though I 100% could, I'm just going to use the arm as a proxy to create my masterpiece. Oh, magnificent. Oh, a work of art. Oh, yes, yes. Yes, yes. Oh, beautiful. Up, down. Come on. Oh, fuck. Back up, okay. Chill for me. Stop moving! Oh, okay. Okay, go. Okay. Back up. Okay, we'll go here. Go here. Easy, okay. Okay, we have 2 eyes. No. Hello? Oh man, did I break it? Oh! Let's get a smiley face. Let me try over here. Slowly. Okay, that's 1 eye. Back up. Approach. Okay, that's 2 eyes. Okay. Now we need a mouth. Yeah! Back up! Something weird. Nice. You can kind of see it, it's eye, and like a really big jaw. Oh, beautiful. Get your signature. Where would your signature go? Right here. Beautiful. There it is. This is art. This is the future. Machines exist that cut vegetables, but they're expensive. Also, there's a brand that's literally called Robot Coupe. Are you serious? You cover the E and that is coup, as in Robot Coupe. They're not even trying to hide their intentions at this point. Then they team up with the Luminatis and they take over the world. Regardless, my robot arm is just better. Tape a knife to it, give it a vegetable, and it'll be sliced in no time. I have very little faith in this working. And away we go. Oh, Jesus. No. Oh. Oh no. Slice. Oh. Get close. Slice. God damn it. That's just scary. Don't turn those feet. No. Back up. Let's back up. I can stab it, but I can't slice it. Slice. Okay, we're gonna put it over here. Pause. Wait like 3 seconds. Make sure I don't die. Okay, gonna get back right in there. Slice. Oh. Slice. Stop trying to kill those. Well, we'll record this position. For that position, that'll be it. I should be able to run it with a recorded file. Ah! No, stab it! Stab it! Man, you're just pushing it! Again. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, almost. It just pushes it away. What if we turn it like this? Oh my god. I'm a genius. I'm actually a genius. In the end, I got bored of stabbing a tomato over and over again, so I started menacingly posturing the arm around in silence like a sane person. Die. I should probably turn this off before it, kills something.